Science has shown that children prosper the most in families that have a stay-at-home mom or dad. If that's been something that you've been wanting to do as a mom and you want to stay at home with your children, I'm going to be showing you how I budget my household income so that I'm able to stay at home as a mom, and I do make a couple $100s on the side, just working about an hour a day after my kids go to sleep. Let me show you how I do my budget so you're able to kind of take this as a template if you want to stay at home. My first word of advice would be to sit down with your spouse and discuss your guys' expenses, see where you need to cut things off, because you will be losing quite a big amount of income depending on how much you're making. And so let me show you how our budget looks right now and what things we have cut out. My husband makes around $3,000 a month from his job right now, and he also started an online business recently that makes around $300 a month. And then I personally have made around $300 a month so far as well. So together we are making $3,600 a month. And our big expense right now is rent. So we decided that we were going to find rent that is about 30% of our income. So our rent right now is $1,100, and that does not include utilities. So with utilities, that is around $1,300 right there. So a big thing for me, and a big advice I'd give to you, is to look and see how your rent is, and if it is taking a big chunk of your income, try and figure out if you can downsize. Maybe if you can rent out a portion of your house. If you're renting, try and find maybe some options for low-income housing. We switched over to Mint Mobile, which is a super affordable phone company. I used to be paying $50 a month for my phone, but now I'm only paying $25, and my husband as well. Another thing we started doing was couponing, and that helps stretch our food bill a lot better. So we spend around $500 a month on food right now, and that is for a family of 4. It used to be the standard goal was to spend $100 a month on every member of the household, but that has raised to around $125 because of inflation. So that is where we are at right now, is $500 a month. So if you are interested in couponing and learning how to save money, definitely give this channel a follow. I cover a lot of those topics on this channel, as well as other ways to help you save money so you can stay home with your family. Within our budget, we always try and save money for vacations and anything else that we want to buy. We don't ever want to go into debt, so I will put that in our budget. My husband's computer recently broke, so instead of going into debt to buy him a new computer right away, what I do is I try and find a way to increase our income that month, such as selling things on Facebook Marketplace, or doing some side gigs online, or even just cutting back in other ways. So this month I sold 2 things, and I was able to put $50 towards his computer, and we're hoping that he will have a new computer by December. That is a way to be industrious and get rid of the things that you don't need in your house. Expenses are a huge proportion of why people cannot stay home with their kids, and they feel that it is impossible, but I promise you it is absolutely possible if you have the right mindset and understanding that yes, you will have to cut back, but God is so capable of filling in the gaps. Yes, it might seem impossible at times, and your bank account might be saying, oh my goodness, this is not possible. But with God, all things are possible, and this is a godly desire to raise his children up in truth and to stay home with them so they are not influenced by other things besides their own parents and godly beliefs. There have been so many months for my husband and I. We have been doing this for about 2.5 years now. And there have been so many months where my husband and I have felt this is not possible. How are we going to make it by? But there is always a way. When we thought there would be no groceries, all of a sudden groceries appeared on our doorstep from family members, from people. And yes, it can be hard to feel like, oh, people are giving me things. But I promise you, it is such a humbling experience, and it will really help you see all the miracles that God puts in your life. There was this one time when I was really wanting a new fridge. It wasn't even a need, but I was just thinking, oh, it would be so nice to have a brand new fridge. Our fridge kind of sucks and it's a little broken. Literally 2 days later, my dad comes to me and said that he was helping my uncle move out, this man who was moving out of his house, and he had a brand new fridge that he was getting rid of, and it was a really nice fridge, and I was able to take that fridge. You guys, there is always a way if you always consult God and have faith. He will make it possible. So I urge you, if you have the desire, God will pave the way. Just go to your husband and pray about this and say, I have a feeling that this is what we are supposed to do. Let's come together and make this possible. I love you all so very much, and I hope that you take this video into consideration if this is something that you have been wanting to do. I am here to support you along the way. I'm creating a community of women who want to do this and who are actively already doing this to help support one another. If you want to join my family on this channel, I would love for you to subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next video.